Hey everybody, I'm here with Nicole Vermillion, one of the top realtors in all of Lamacchia Realty. Hello.
Hello.
Congrats to you.
Thank you.
You are having your best year by a mile. It's so impressive to see, and you are, I don't know if I should be saying this, but you are one of the top agent in the company year to date as far as total amount of homes sold. And you're at 61 today.
Yes, I am.
61 homes sold, and it's what, November 5th, I think?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And you do this and you manage to provide great service for your clients. I see your testimonials. I see what your clients thank you. I love seeing the pictures of you and your clients. All right, tell us about your business. Tell us how you're doing that.
I nurture my sphere, the people I know who've worked with me in the past, just people I know in my community, and I make sure that they know I'm here as a value add resource, and then I nurture them and it seems to come. Like they know they can reach out to me for even just a plumber recommendation. And I think that sets the tone for that if they have any kind of question for real estate, they know that I'm the go-to person to reach out to.
Well, you are, see, for you, it comes natural to stay in touch with people. And we teach our realtors this, and to some it comes natural, to some it doesn't, but you naturally, truly care what's going on with your clients, whether they're buying from you or selling. And we see that with a lot of agents, but not as many as I'd like, but that comes very natural to you. You very much want to be that real estate consultant for life.
Yes. Yes.
And I like to see that. Let's talk about your client base. I mean, let's talk about the geography first. You live where? We're sitting in our Braintree office right now, Braintree, Mass. Where's most of the business that you do?
So I live in Quincy, which is neighbors Braintree. And I always tell people I'll go in 45 minutes of every direction of Quincy. I consider Quincy the hub of Massachusetts, and I can get anywhere.
According to her.
According to me.
Yes.
But I'll go down to Uxbridge. I will go to Plymouth.
That's more than 45 minutes, isn't it?
It's 48.
48?
So,
Okay,
yeah,
so it's
48 if I go a little bit faster than the speed limit.
Like 20 miles per hour.
Where else do I go? Plymouth, I'll go there. I don't necessarily cover the Cape. I usually refer that out. I do a lot of Metro West, and I do Boston proper, a lot of South Shore.
You see, here's the interesting thing, folks. Most of the time when agents get to a high level, they don't still serve some clients from the company. She's a unique case where you're happy to take company clients and then you end up making them your own.
Yes.
But you said you just had someone who relocated from somewhere down south.
Yep.
And they moved where?
So they moved from part of Kentucky to Bridgewater.
I love it.
Yeah, for a work move.
We love having people move into Massachusetts.
Yeah.
And we also help people move out. And you said you've got a client in Pennsylvania.
Yep.
That's we did through our relocation department.
Yep. So I knew her daughter. She lives in Quincy. She knew the mom was going to sell and move up here with her. And so I helped connect her to an agent who could sell her home in Pennsylvania.
I love it. And you managed to do all of this, all while being a wonderful mom and wife. You got 2 children. 3. How could I forget?
Yep.
3 children.
Yep.
And Rob, my buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys had fun in Aruba.
We did. Rob loves going to
Yes. That's very obvious. He is like especially good at just kicking back and relaxing. I look at him in the lounge. I'm like, I got to learn from this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
like
good.
A professional.
We balance each other because he can do that and I cannot.
Yes, thankfully. But good. Now, what do you see for the end of the year? You have a bunch of clients lined up. How do you think the market is? What's your overall take?
The market has slowed a little bit. I feel like buyers don't really have the proverbial, kick in the butt that they need to get moving. I feel like they're seeing a lot more options, so they don't feel as rushed to make a decision. I'm all about meeting my clients where they're at that current moment. So I educate them on the market and then I ask them how I can best help them. Sometimes it's they need a couple weeks off because it's burning them out. Sometimes the holidays, they're too distracted. I have about 8 pending right now. So we'll see.
8 pending sales.
8 pending.
Scheduled to close.
Yep.
So you're going to end up in the 70s this year.
I'm hoping.
You got a shot at being the top agent in the company. I'm very impressed. Extremely impressed.
Thank you.
Funny what you mentioned about buyers. I want to spend a minute on that. I mean, since 2011, I have been publicly on the news through reports that we do in video saying, when you are a buyer, the best time of year to buy is the fall. And when you're a seller, the best time of year to sell it's really the first 6 months of the year for sellers, last 6 months of the year for buyers. But the problem is very few listen.
No, they don't. And sometimes I think it's depending on where you receive that client from, sometimes they have a little bit more trust with you and they do believe you. I think sometimes it helps when you get a referral from a friend and you could use that like, oh, do you remember Joe? He did the same thing, then was able to refinance. So I think taking care of the sphere, honoring where you got that relationship from, and then sometimes using that to your advantage as a teaching moment with buyers. I do a ton of home buyer workshops every year. I mean, a ton may sound dramatic, but I do 5 or 6. for free.
For most realtors, that's a ton.
Yeah, and I don't do them in a library. I'm big on, I invite people to come have drink. They have food, and we make it fun.
You do this at your house?
No, we do it at breweries. Sometimes we'll do it at a restaurant, just depends. But I'm big into getting people ready and reminding them that you do not have to come to a home buyer workshop and be ready in 3 months. Like, I've nurtured people for 4 years before they're ready to buy.
Well, it's funny. There's this perception out there that, like, if someone walks near us, we
Yes.
expect them to buy a house or sell a house.
No.
Like, it's not like that. And,
No.
But it's funny you mentioned the first-time buyers. They are the ones, especially, that should try to buy in the second part of the year.
Yeah.
Especially, you know, sometimes they can't because they get stuck in a lease. But if you can negotiate with the landlord, it's a great way to do it. I was recently talking to one of my best friends that wants to sell a home and buy another one. And I said, listen, buy in the fall
Yep.
because they can afford to do it before they sell. I said, buy in the fall,
Yep.
fix the place up, move into it. Then your place that you're moving out of, do a paint job, make it look
Yeah.
great, list it in February. I said, you will literally buy for roughly 5% less
Yeah.
in the fall, and you'll sell for roughly 5 to 10% more
In the
if
spring.
you list it in February.
Yeah.
And he's doing it. So it's funny you say, like, when it's the clients that know you,
Yeah.
people that trust you, they kind of jockey their schedule to make it happen.
Yeah, because there's implicit trust. Like, you haven't given them a reason to not trust you, and you've shown that time and time and again. So they listen to you as like you always say, you're the doctor, they're the patient.
I mean,
And you just sometimes, you don't always get that implicit trust, but when you do, it's,
well, and when people can do it. So for those listening, a couple things I have to say. Number one, if you are buying or selling and you are not talking to Nicole, you are making a mistake. That's number one. Number two, we understand school year and other restrictions that prevent people from being able to buy in the fall. We get it. But for those of you that can, you're making a mistake when you don't. You know, I'm someone I've bought a lot of properties in 25 years. And if you look at the amount of times that I close on a property, very rarely is it in the spring.
yeah. And my first house I bought in 2011, and it was in the fall. And I had a very, very, very tight budget. So if I didn't buy then, I probably wouldn't have been able to.
Yeah, and the other thing I can mention positively about the market is rates are trending down. We're seeing an improvement, 6.1%. I think by the time we get to the other side of the new year, we're going to see fives. And
Yep.
I mean,
And that's the magic number. I feel like everybody says that psychologically, the 5.99 to 6.1 isn't that much of a difference, but for people, it is.
well, and as we get closer to 5%, and I mean, I don't know if I should push her on camera, but 70-something sales in a still somewhat of a high interest rate environment. Imagine a year or two from now when rates are lower. I'm kidding. However many sales you want to have in a year, we are happy to. We love having you at the company.
I love being here.
Just finished in the other room with a couple of other agents, speaking to the entire company and sharing her experience, sharing the things that she does to grow her business. And listen, people look up to you here, and we love having you. All right.
Thank you.
You're awesome.
Thanks for having me.